I want to thank Housatonic College. I think the strength of our education system is found, frankly, in our community colleges, and to thank the RBC for hosting this. I also want to say to you that I know Jim is an ardent Democrat and value endangered species, so I have not figured out why he's looking to defeat the only Republican left in Connecticut, in fact, New England. But actually, I don't understand why he's trying to defeat the only member practically in Congress that tries to work on both sides of the aisle. That's the endangered species. As your representative in Washington, I am independent, I'm bipartisan, and I believe I'm very effective. I also have a very hopeful spirit and an energy that belies the fact that I have served in Congress 21 years. I go where the truth takes me, whatever the consequences. Being a member of Congress is a 24-hour job, 7 days a week, 12 months a year. It's full-time in Washington. It's a full job right there. Full-time in Connecticut. And then you have a campaign that you somehow fit in. For me, it has been 5 years with an opponent, like Jim, spending full-time campaigning while I've been doing my job in Congress. And that's not a complaint. It's just the reality of being a target of the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee for these many years. Fortunately, like Jim, I'm used to work. Besides the obvious chores I had to do as a kid, when I was 12 years old, my dad insisted I work 3 hours during the summer each day before playing with my friends. And at age 16, I had to have a full-time job. I know our district, our 17 towns in this district fairly well. I grew up in Darien, attended church in Norwalk, had my first job after the Peace Corps in Trumbull, lived in Stanford for 28 years, and now Betsy and I are tax-paying residents of Bridgeport. And let me emphasize, tax-paying. As a young person, when I told my friends I wanted to serve in government, everyone said I had to become a lawyer. My rebellious spirit, which I have, steered me to NYU's Graduate Schools of Business and Graduate School of Public Administration, focusing on business, public administration, economics, and public finance. But my best degree, it even trumps being a Rhodes Scholar, I received from you. For the past 21 years, you have educated me. Every day, I learn something new from you. Through your letters, emails, calls, individual conversations, office hours, site visits, and community and town hall meetings. Thanks for being such good teachers. This is the first of 7 debates. I submit you can learn a lot about how someone will serve in office by how they conduct their campaign. For me, I would sooner lose than go the very negative path my opponent has chosen to take. His literature speaks for itself. His mailers and TV ads are tremendous distortions, and some of his comments at meetings are truly outrageous. That's why you will have this book, to give you facts, not attacks. I want to help you understand what I've done, what I will do, and how I think. For example, on page 7, you will see the National Journal rates me 48% liberal and 52% conservative in 2007. On the next page, you will see that my rating is pretty consistent over 21 years. I haven't changed, even though I've been in Congress 21 years. On the 4 pages that follow, the Congressional Quarterly has me voting with my party 2/3 of the time, and with the President 1/3 of the time. Over the past 7 years, I voted with the President only half the time, and yet my opponent would have you think I am his clone. You will note on page 13 and 14 that I always offer legislation with a Democrat as a chief co-sponsor. My thought process is we need to be Americans first, Republicans and Democrats second. And if you want to get things done, you will be a lot more successful working together. Let me point out 5 more things very briefly in this 88-page document. Page 18 through 21 documents the appropriations and grants we helped get for the district. Pages 29 through 34 document that I was ahead of the curve on both our economic and energy crisis, ahead of the curve. Pages 42 through 66 address the war in Iraq. From these pages, you will see that my observations and recommendations are thoughtful and helpful. And ironically, you will see on page 43 and 44 that the timeline I voted for and strongly advocate would get the bulk of our troops out of Iraq 5 months sooner than Senator Obama wants to get them out, or my opponent. Pages 80 through 87, addressing some of Jim's false attacks on my positions, are entitled In the Interest of Truth. The book closes highlighting my 21 years of results.
Thank you.